Over the weekend, there were a couple of quite informative reports that have come from the insolvency practitioner side of things, and we have seen literally almost a doubling of insolvencies for this time of the year. So what we're seeing with the commentary is that a lot of businesses never really fully recovered post COVID-19, the pandemic. They were on life support in some cases, and of course now we're starting to see the ramifications, and we're seeing businesses go to the wall. So as a business executive, you have to be able to read the writing on the wall. We are hearing a lot of very negative commentary about the economy. We had Shane Elliott, the CEO of ANZ Bank, up here in Queensland just recently talking to businesses. And, he was making the comment that a lot of businesses today have not lived through very, very significant deep recessions, really significant economic scenarios, and some of them are not very well equipped to handle what's, about to come our way. And he was indicating several years ahead of us of fairly tough business trading. So for executives, you've got to be able to really read the tea leaves. You've got to be able to think about what industries are recession-proof. You've got to keep your skills current, and you've also got to be prepared to keep your networks extremely fresh and put an investment into that. And then as an executive, just be really smart about things and have, the savings in place for the rainy days, and, have the plan A and the plan B and the plan C. In terms of recession industries, the sort of things I'm seeing that are quite interesting to me are certainly anything that's in the sort of, the healthcare, the health technology sector. There's a lot of opportunity there. We're seeing a lot of roles still in technology, even though certain tech players are pulling back on the headcount. There are pockets which are just exploding. So areas like artificial intelligence, for example, cybersecurity, those kind of industries are just booming. Digital marketing, digital transformation is a massive sort of part of the market, and it's still going extremely well. Many of those companies just can't keep up with the demand, can't keep up with the work. Education technology, very much a boom sector, so there's opportunities there. So as a senior executive, you kind of got to read the lie of the land, and you've got to kind of assess what is a must-have versus a nice-to-have service or product, and you want to kind of be moving towards the must-haves. So when the economy gets tight, when people are sort of cutting the budget, you want to be on the must-have side of the equation. So services that have to be delivered or are still, going to survive, regardless of the market conditions. So as executives, we've really got to stay very current. We've got to be very well networked. We've got to have our personal branding in place. We need to make an effort, and you've got to be ready potentially to pivot maybe into new industries. I think the number one piece of advice I can give you is to really try and work on a second or a third source of income, whether that be some form of a side hustle, whether that be some sort of e-commerce business, whether that be something you do in your spare time, something that can be commercialized where you're not necessarily trading time for money. Time for money is a very finite equation. There's only so many hours in the week that you could physically work. And I know clients who are doing two jobs. They're doing a day job and an evening job. This is not uncommon at the moment. This cost of living has really shaken a few people as the reality starts to kick in as to what that really means to household income budgets. And everywhere you look, the costs are just going right up. So you've really got to really be prepared to economize, and then at the same time, keep your income levels up at a reasonable level. So challenging times ahead, but be forward thinking, be on the front foot. I'm personally trying to learn new skills in artificial intelligence. I'm trying to look at ways that I can economize in my business. I'm trying to look at ways that we can deliver services better, cheaper, looking at various outsourcing options. everyone should be doing this. This is a time to reset, and it's the businesses that can recalibrate really quickly, keep their overheads down low, but can pivot depending on market conditions. They're the ones that are going to survive and thrive during these very, very challenging times. So as an executive, keep that all in mind. It's a good time to be putting in place really good career development plans. By all means, drop into my diary for a complimentary career assessment and let's have a look at what's possible.